What's good with the family? What's good with the family, y'all? I had to pop in one time for y'all, man. I know we normally go live a little bit earlier, but I wanted to show up, man. I wanted to show up one time. Um, we're gonna be taking a deep dive, man, and talking about something serious, man, and very well needed. And I want to say this, quit allowing people to make you feel like a failure based on societal expectations. One more time. Quit allowing people to make you feel like a failure based on societal expectations. What's good with a spawn the programmer? What's good with you, big dog? I see you in this thing. I want to talk to y'all about this real quick, man, about not being in your own head all day or following everybody else and what everybody else look at as success, or what everybody else look at as what a failure is. You know what I mean? I want to talk to y'all about these kind of things because, you know, for the most of us out here, man, we just trying to live life with peace, with a peace of mind and a sense of freedom. We don't care about all the extra things that comes with this society or comes with this realm. A lot of us just want peace. We want to be, taken care of, far as our family being straight. A lot of us just want freedom. We want to be able to move and live life, according to how we want to live it. You dig what I'm saying? We don't really ask for a lot. A lot of us don't really want a lot. We don't really care to have a lot of the fabulous and extra shit in life. But that's a problem for a lot of people, for you to think like that. See, when you independent and you have a mindset of thinking outside the box and thinking on your own, you don't rub a lot of people the right way when you start thinking on your own. When you start, following to your purpose, and when you start thinking for yourself and trying to step outside of this box, this matrix, people will try to keep you entrapped in this system by telling you what you should do, what you shouldn't be doing, and who you should be with and who you shouldn't be with. And I just want to tell y'all one time, man, like, just live your life, man. Man, live your life, man. Life is beautiful, man. You don't have to subject yourself to the way that this system is set up or designed. You don't have to do that, man. You can live your life how you please, as long as you're not hurting nobody, as long as you're not taking advantage of nobody or out here harming nobody, man. Live your life. You had a right to live your life. You ain't got to subject yourself to all these rules and guidelines and blueprints and all these things that people tell us we have to do based on their expectations and based on their perception of what success is or what it ain't. Like, just live your life, man. And I'm telling you, like, we got to quit allowing people to make us feel like failures based on societal expectations and what they look at as a failure. Because what they look at as a failure, God might look at as a winner, as a success. You dig what I'm saying? And so we have to understand, man, you just got to learn how to live your life for you. You dig what I'm telling you? Stop letting people guilt trip you and make you feel guilty about yourself and make you feel like you ain't doing enough, or making you feel like you ain't enough, or making you feel like you can't become, or making you feel like you can't move according to how the Most High called you to move. And a lot of us is stuck thinking that we need more. A lot of us stuck thinking that we have to go different places to find freedom, to find peace. But sometimes you just got to be still and know who you is at the end of the day. Sometimes you just got to figure it out within yourself and tell yourself what you want for your life. Stop letting everybody else dictate how you live your life. Stop letting everybody else tell you how to live your life. Stop. People tell you should be married by a certain age. People tell you should graduated by a certain age. People tell you should have a amount of money in your bank account by a certain age. People tell you your credit score should be a certain, number by a certain age. People is living vicariously through you, and you don't understand that people is putting everything in them, all their insecurities and their fears, they putting that shit off on you. And a lot of us is walking around with burdens that wasn't even meant for us to carry. Invisible burdens. We walking around with invisible burdens, and we walking around with our head down because we allowing everybody else to throw this shit off on us, thinking that we got to be perfect, thinking that we got to have it made all the time, thinking that it ain't no room for growth, it ain't no room for trial and error, thinking that we just can't, you know, live our truth and figure out what brings us peace and happiness. We got to always live for somebody else. We got to always live to impress and try to outshine somebody else. And I'm telling you, man, that shit is what keep you depressed. And that's why we have entered into a state of depression. We is no longer in a recession. We in a state of depression in this world right now, man. And it's due to the fact because a lot of people suffers from knowing who they is. They don't know, they don't have no identity outside of this system. They don't have no identity outside of the expectations of society. They don't know what they want to be. They don't know why they here. They don't know who God is. They don't know what their purpose is. And some people would never find it and never understand how deep this programming is, or they don't understand that this system and the people that's intact and that's running around always talking about how you should live like this and how you should live like that, it's agents of darkness, man. And people be scared to step out on their own to figure out how they want life to look for them. And we got to quit allowing people to make us feel like failures, because you ain't no failure, because we never was given the blueprint to life. We never was given a blueprint to life. And when we came out, didn't nobody sit us down and tell us it's supposed to be like this, that, and the third. You dig what I'm saying? God already put it in us to tell us what and what we had to do and who we was. You understand what I'm saying? But as we grew, we got more conditioned and brainwashed to everybody else's opinions around us, including, you know, this construct of government and these rules and regulations of how they made it. And now we out here living based on somebody else's opinion, somebody else's perspective. And we got people walking around here feel like they failures because they didn't graduate from college. Feel like they're a failure because they didn't graduate from high school. Feel like they failures because they weren't married at the age of 18. Feel like they're a failure because they weren't a millionaire by the age of 21. Feel like they're a failure because they stepped out on faith and decided to go their own way. And a lot of people were scared for what that looked like, because we too busy trying to fit into societal expectations of what's right and what's wrong. You dig what I'm saying? I know I just went off, but I had to get it started, man. Let me shout everybody out that's coming in. Travis, what's good with you, Travis? Welcome to the live, big dog. What are you talking about? I'm talking about failure. I'm talking about how we need to stop allowing people to make us feel like failures based on societal expectations. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. S1 center, make a okay. What's good with you, man? Travis, when did you realize this? Man, I realized this at a young age, man. In middle school. Yaya Smithers, 100 with you, Yaya. Welcome to the live. Gen X, what's good with you, Gen X? Siraj, what's good with you, Siraj? So I just want to come to y'all one time, man, and let you know, man, you ain't a failure. You're not a failure. You may have had some ups and downs and some challenges in life, like we all do, but you're not a failure. Christopher, what's good with you, Christopher? Welcome to the live, big dog. Rare Jewel, welcome to the lives. Good to see you back in the live, Rare Jewel. Good to see you back in the live. Spawn said, living with your parents is another one. Spawn, just because you live with your parents, Spawn, you know what I told my son, Spawn? This is what I told my son, Spawn. I said, you ain't never got to move out, son, if you don't want to. I said, as long as you being productive and you being responsible and you handling your business as a young man, you ain't got to move out by the age of 18. That's another thing, Spawn. That's a good one, brother, that you just brought that up, because a lot of people tell their kids by the age of 18, you got to be out my house. That's not normal, dog. You kicking a child out at the house because of you feel like that 18 is the age that they should move out. And I get it if your kids want to move out by the age of 18, and you should show them, you should prepare them for that, you know, for that living situation. But that shouldn't be like that should be like optional. You feel me? That should be more like an option. Like if you want to move out at 18, then you can move out if you want to, and I'll show you how to live. I'm preparing you basically how to live on your own for when you do decide to move out. But it shouldn't be by force. But see, that's another thing that we have become brainwashed and conditioned to believe, that we have to move out the house by 18, or we got to kick our kids out the house by 18. And some people feel like they're a failure if they don't move out the house by 18 years old. Like that's still young. And they do everything that they could to break our families apart. And so now they got the parents out here thinking that they kids shouldn't even be in a house past the age of 18. They should be gone already. When you just now coming into your own, you just really starting to figure out life around 18. You feel what I'm saying? That's a good one, Spine, bro. That's real talk, bro. I'm telling you, bro, living with your parents, dog, is one of the most shaming things on this earth. People look down on people that live with their parents. You know what I mean, Spawn? Like, people look down on other people that live with their parents. I never tell people, man, you ain't nobody because of you still live with your mama, or you ain't nobody because of you still live with your grandma and your daddy. And we got people running around here feeling shameful, feeling like failures just because they live with their parents still, bruh. But they not a failure. They might be some of the most cool, legit people that you can never meet. But society told them that they was a failure. You see what I mean about that shit, Spawn? Spawn the programmer. Do you see what I mean? How society will program us to think that we failures based on what they perception is? You feel me? Now they got you out here thinking and walking around like a failure because you still live with your parents. And it ain't nothing wrong with living with your parents. You supposed to live with your parents. They the ones that had you. You feel me? But it's sad the way we do, man. This shit is it's sad, dog. And it's all a part of the program. You feel me? Christopher, ever looking the man eyes while I don't know what that mean, bro. I don't know what that mean, bro. Keep it. Hey, I'm gonna tell you one. I ain't gonna warn you no more, Christopher, dog. I don't know what that mean, dog, but I ain't on that kind of time right there. But I'm gonna keep you for right now, dog. You do something like that again, I'm gonna have to get you up out of here. Rare Jewel Thomas, you are right. Yeah, it's crazy, Rare. The motivator, the hood, Morpheus. Yeah, we out here, the hood Morpheus. Straight up, brother. Straight up. Rare Jewel, some people are programmed to program. They damn near robots, Rare. Rare, they damn near robots they self. You can't tell the difference between a robot and some of these modern human beings. You don't know who, shit, they can have a contest to see who the most robotic, and these new human beings might win that shit because they too programmed. Christopher Johnson, positive vibes. Yeah, it ain't nothing but positive, man. It's all love, Christopher. Welcome to the live. What's good with you, Jay? How you doing? Size Carter, keep it 100. Speak that truth, King. My kids will always be welcome. It takes a village. Carter, let me tell you something, bruh. We always knew it took a village. We always knew it took a community. We always knew this shit. And it's sad because some people can't wait till their kids get 18 so they can kick them out. Some people live for the day for their kids to get 18 years old so they can kick them out. So I told my son, I said, man, you ain't got to go nowhere, dog. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what I'm going to tell my future kids, too. Y'all ain't got to go nowhere. What you talking about? You always welcome home. My door's always open for you. You ain't never, because that's how my mama taught me and my sisters. She never kicked us out. She never said no shit like, y'all got to get out. And you know what's sad, though, about that, Carter? We run around here thinking that something is wrong with us just because we fell on hard times and we got to move back in with our parents. We start feeling like failures. Just because you got to move back in with your mama. Just because you got to move back in with your grandparents. Just because you got to move back in with your daddy or your sister or one of your relatives. We feel like failures. This is what they designed and how they made us feel by coming up with certain shit like people bashing you about living with your family, you know, beyond a certain age. You bet not get caught living with your mama and you 21 or older. People gonna call you a mama's boy, or people gonna call you Craig, or people gonna call you something. Like, bro, why do I gotta be this because I still live with my mama, bro? Why do I gotta be that because I still live with my daddy? Why do I gotta be this because I decide to move in with my grandparents? But society put this burden. It's an invisible, I'm telling you, it's an invisible burden that society put on people that have a lot of people walking around here looking at themselves as fucking failures based on societal expectations. When they wasn't even dealt with your deck of cards, they don't even know your upbringing. You might have went through something to where it put you in that bind or put you in that situation to where you have to make a certain move. But people don't ask for context. People don't care about context. They go off the first thing that they see and they judge you for the first thing that they see. They don't even know how you living. They don't know how your upbringing, none of that. But just because your life ain't like them and you ain't where they at, then you got to be a failure in their eyes, man. And that's some scandalous shit, bruh. That's why I don't go hard on people about this life shit, because we all trying to figure this shit out. That's why I don't go hard on people on this life shit, because I know this shit get difficult. I know this shit get rough. I know it ain't no blueprints. I know when we came out the womb, I know that it wasn't no blueprint for us to follow behind. They didn't even teach half the shit that we know as adults right now. They didn't even teach us this shit in school. They didn't even teach us how to get our credit right. They didn't teach us about paying taxes. They didn't teach us about owning and ownership and starting businesses and none of this. And so when life come at you, it come at you sometimes, but I ain't going to be the one that's going to sit back and judge you and tell you whether you a failure or not. But you have billions of other people that feel like they got to make it their job to do so. And that's scandalous, man. It's a cold world, man. And it always took a village to raise a kid, man. And it still do right now to this day. Yay, what's good with you, Yay Smithers? Should say true. Thank you, Yay. Dortasia. I wish I did. Dortasia said, I wish I did. Spawn the programmer. Yeah, you speaking facts. Yeah, man. Spawn is sad, Spawn. They be having kids 21, 22 walking around here with their head down, feeling like they did something to the world, all because of they still live with their parents. Man, boy, I'm trying to be sane today, man. I ain't trying to be cursing and all that, man. I'm really working on it, man. But I'm telling you, topics like this, and when I think about it, it really make me go off sometimes. Carter say just wanted to stop in and support. Keep teaching. Thank you, Carter, man. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for the love and support, big dog. God bless you, man. Real talk. Good to have you, man. Real talk. Yay Smithers, I agree with you, True Media. For real, for real. It's crazy, Yay. It's crazy. You know? It's crazy. You know, you got to deal with your parents already living vicariously through you based on their shortcomings. Then you got to get out here in the world and you got to live based on what the world feel like you should be doing. That's why a lot of people crashing out, man. They can't take this shit. It's too much of an invisible burden that they carrying, man. It's crazy. Israel reveals how much. Okay, you out of here, bro. Yeah, you out of here, big dog. You out of here. Yeah, I'm getting rid of people today. I got time. If people want to act crazy, they getting ghosted real fast. Rare Jewel Thomas, my parents kicked me out when I was 20 because I got pregnant. You see what I mean? That's crazy. That's not normal. That is not normal because that does something to your psyche. That creates a level of trauma in you that that'll never go away. You will always think about that shit, man. My mama and them kicked me out because I got pregnant. You dig what I'm saying? And this shit is not normal. You feel what I'm talking about? And we got a lot of people running around here with these kind of stories and this kind of background and this kind of upbringing. Walking around feeling like they failures because you got pregnant at 20. You not a failure because you got pregnant at 20. But guess what? In their eyes, you probably was a failure because you didn't add up to their expectations. See, parents have a way, too, of putting off certain expectations on their children that don't really allow their children to flourish or grow into the person that they really was put here to be. And then outside of that, you got to deal with your parents' expectations, and then you got to deal with societal expectations. So it's so much coming at you through your whole life. You telling you who you is. Your whole life, people telling you who you is and who you ain't. You feel me? And that shit get clogged up in your brain, and that shit cause you to lose sight on yourself. I'm telling you, man, it's dangerous, man. It's dangerous. Carter, falling on hard times is a part of growing. Yeah, it is, man. But shit, leave it up to people out here, dog. No, it ain't. You just ain't working hard enough, Carter. That's what they gonna tell you. You ain't working hard enough. You need to go harder. You ain't doing enough. That's what they gonna tell you. But they really want you to be perfect nowadays or some shit. It's crazy, dog. It's like no room for error, Carter. No room for error. You feel me? Like, it's crazy, dog. Spawn a programmer. Gotta move at your own pace. A lot of times things don't go as planned. Exactly, bruh. Gotta move at your own pace. Move to the beat of your own drum, man. Real talk. Move at your own pace and move to the beat of your own drum. The problem is people trying to keep up with the Joneses and everybody trying to keep up with everybody else to outshine and outdo everybody else. This life has become one big competition. You know what I mean? It's just one big competition, dog. It's like, damn, bro, I miss the old days, man. Man, I miss the old days, bro. Telling you, man. Bear flag revolt. I'm 34 and I still at home providing for my mother. She sacrificed everything for me, and now it's my responsibility to help her out. Our favors, discarding our loved ones like objects to be dumped. Man, come on. Salute to you, Bear. Salute to you, Bear. That's real ish right there, dog. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. If you could do it, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. You ain't doing nothing wrong to nobody, bro. You ain't out here committing no crimes. You ain't out here robbing nobody, bro. You taking care of your mama, bro. That's how you supposed to do it, dog. Straight up. But you got people out here that look at your situation and just judge you based on you still being at home with your mama, not even knowing, fool, I'm taking care of my mama, fool. I'm her caretaker. I'm making sure my mama get back and forth on her feet to the kitchen and back to the bedroom. But you got people who look at that and say, man, you're still living with your mama. And bro, you don't even know me, bro. You don't even know my life, dog. You don't know how I'm built. You don't know what I'm up against. You don't know my situation. But I'm telling you, man, society have a way of clamping down, man. It's claws in your back. And now got people out here scrambling, dog, to try to fit in to the society norms and what's normal. Like, bruh, God didn't tell us we have to do this or do that by a certain age. Man, just be obedient and righteous and live your life. You feel me? What's that? Adortasia? Say true. Toby dad. What you mean? Toby. Bear flag revolt. Our society. He say our society. Toby mom say come on. I don't know what you talking about, Toby. Who is you, Toby? You might need to bear flag revolt. Our society discards love. Our society discards. Man, bear flag, we don't have no respect for our loved ones, dog. We don't have no respect for the elderly. You know how many people will disregard elder they elderly mother and they elderly father when it comes to being a caretaker? That's why I salute to you, brother, because it's a lot of people who won't do that shit. Some people, and these be good parents. I ain't talking about parents who abuse kids coming up and then the kids was like, nah, my daddy and my mama used to abuse me. I'm talking about people who was raised by parents that really took care of them. They will not be they mother and father caretakers. They really don't even want to go down to the old folks home and see them like that, dog. You feel me? Because they too busy chasing after life and chasing after the bullshit that's out here. They wouldn't even want to go down to the old folks home every other week just to see their mama and daddy when they knew that their mama and daddy took care of them and raised them to be the best that they can be. But they so busy trying to keep up with the Joneses that they disregard their elders, bruh. You know what I mean? That's a real thing, dog. I'm telling you, man, having the need to fit into societal expectations is damaging us, bro. It's damaging us, bro. You know, that's why people will run your ass off the road. You ever been driving up the street and somebody come by you flying, hitting 100 miles an hour? You like, man, where the fuck is you going? Excuse me, I have to let that one out because I deal with this stuff all the time, man. People going nowhere fast. People running to the grave. 1,000 miles an hour running straight into that grave, man. They running straight into the grave. 1,000 miles an hour. They running 1,000 miles an hour in the wrong direction based on societal expectations, based on trying to keep up with the Browns, based on trying to keep up with the Johnsons, based on trying to keep up with the Joneses, based on trying to keep up with these living expenses and all this bullshit that people told us that we had to have in order to not be a failure. Come on, man. It's crazy out here. It's crazy. You all right, Toby. You all right. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You good. It's all love. D, what's good with you, D? Nah, I don't know who that is, y'all. I'm gonna skip that up. I don't know what that is. Travis, when did you realize all the things that you just spoke about? I've been realizing this stuff, man, when I was younger, man. I knew something wasn't right about the world because, you know, just based on the rat race of how everybody think the same and dress the same and you know, have the same identity and people don't want to step outside the box or question nothing about this matrix. I knew something was wrong when I was younger. I said, this shit ain't cool. I said, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the opposite of what everybody else was told to do. I'm going to live my own truth based on how God put me here to live it. Regardless of who like it or not, regardless of how society accept me or not. So I've been figured this stuff out, man. When I was younger, man, my adolescent days, man, I knew something wasn't right about this world, dog. You know? People buying shit that they don't need just to impress people that they don't know. People out here taking trips and taking vacations with their camera all on the airplane just to impress some people on Facebook or just to impress some people on Instagram, just to impress some people on social media to make it seem like they living like that, to make it seem like they balling. Well, really ain't none of this shit is about balling. Ain't none of this shit is about living like that. Ain't none of this shit is about going to 5-star restaurants. Ain't none of this shit is about trying to be dripped down and draped out and looking good all day, man. This shit is about peace, man. This shit is about peace. This shit is about unity. This shit about love, commitment, honoration. You dig what I'm saying? And we've been pushed out of that realm. We've been pushed out of the real true purpose of why we belong here. And now we're trying to fit into societal norms and do everything that the rest of the world is doing and everything that the rest of the world deemed to be the right way to not be a failure. And so the moment we decide to step out the box, we start feeling guilty about ourselves because here comes somebody who's still programmed telling you, nah, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that if I was you. Well, you not me. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Calvin Cordy, what's good with you, Calvin? What's up, Reflection? We appreciate your wisdom. Thank you, Calvin. Thank you, big dog. Appreciate you, man. Welcome to the live, man. Welcome to the live. Ruger. What's good with you, Ruger Crawford? What's good with you, man? CJ in this thing. What's good with you, CJ? CJ say facts. Yeah. Travis. Yeah, I know, Travis. I know. Hey, Travis. Hey. I ain't know somebody was gonna catch that. How you gonna miss the old days when you from the new school? You right, big dog. You right, big dog, huh? Hey, sometime, man, I just be wanting to time travel, though, Travis, bruh. I be thinking about it, Travis, bro. I be wanting to time travel, bruh. Just back, into the good days, man. Like, you right, though, dog. Like, hell yeah, man. I'm talking about old days and shit, man, and I'm still... But it be like that, though, because my old days was only, like, 15 years ago when I was a kid. You feel what I'm saying? 20 years ago. 15, 20 years ago was my old days. So it probably wasn't that far back, but it was different from now. It was different from the shit that we see now. You dig what I'm talking about? We had a different way of living and doing things. But yeah, I knew somebody was going to catch that, though. That's crazy. Mother Earth, what's good with you, mother? Just because people feel they have more than the next person, that's sad. Yeah, I mean, but Mother Earth, think about it this way, too. More of what? Mother Earth, what do people have more of than the next of what? We have been brainwashed and conditioned to believe that more houses is considered more success. More money is considered more success. More cars and materialism is considered to be more success. But in the eyes of God, that's not what success is. So more of what? You see what I'm saying, Mother Earth? This is where they got us at. The more you have in this realm, in this reality, the more you entrap yourself into this matrix, because the more responsibility you put on your plate. That's the honest to God truth. The less you have, the less you can do without, the more you free yourself from this system in this matrix, the more free you become, the more liberated you become. It's about not having a lot. See, I had it wrong. I used to have 4, 5 cars and shit because I was trying to ball. I was trying to ball out. I was balling out, so did I thought. So I thought it took having 4 or 5 cars to do all this shit with. And I said, man, something not right about this shit. Because I got to keep up with all this upkeep. I got to keep up with the maintenance of these cars. I got to keep with all this. And I started realizing that, dog, you been tricked, bruh. It's really the freedom is the other way around. It's not how much you have is what makes you free. It's how less you have what makes you free. It's not the other way. We think that it's millions. We think that it's 1,000 cars. We think it's 10 different houses in 5 different states. We think that's freedom. But it's really the other way. It's really based on how much you don't have. It's how much freedom you really have based on how much you don't have. You feel what I'm saying? But I see what you're talking about, Mother Earth. It is sad. It's crazy. But I just have to throw that in there one time because, I just have to throw that in there. But people do, they do shit like this and they don't even understand, dog. I feel sorry for you. Even though you got 10 houses and shit, I feel sorry for you because you don't understand. You entrapping yourself deeper into the matrix by thinking that shit is real when I know it's fake. When you know it's fake, but you just entrapping yourself deeper into the system. So now you got to keep up with, that's how I was. Now you got to keep up with all these cars. You got to keep up with all this shit. And you stressing yourself out because a society told you you need to have that in order to be successful, or what success looks like to society. They told you got to have that. And so you have somebody on the outside looking in and be like, damn, man, that person got it going on. They got yachts, they got boats, they got this, they got that. and not even realizing, bro, that person have to juggle all that different shit. You know what I mean? At once. And that shit is taken away from your peace of mind the more you gotta worry about. See, that's why I don't believe in leaving my kids all these worldly things. I just want to leave my kids knowledge of God. That's it. That's all we need to leave our kids. We don't need to be leaving our kids trying to figure out how we gonna leave our kids all this bullshit. All we need to be leaving our kids is the knowledge of the Most High, man. Keep that love of God on your kids, and God gonna take care of them. God gonna make sure that they straight. The Most High ain't gonna forsaken your kids, just like he ain't gonna forsaken you. But we around here just passing down curses willingly, though. We doing this shit subconsciously, not even knowing that we passing down curses to our kids. We passing down the house that we was dealing with for 25 years to our kids. We passing down all these different cars and shit that we was dealing with and we was trying to upkeep to our kids. And now you putting that burden off on your kids. And now your kids got to worry about how to keep up with the house you just gave them. Now your kids got to worry about keeping up with all these different cars you just gave them. Now, look, man, all I'm telling you is, we have to get rid of this trying to fit in to societal norms and thinking that that's the only way we was put here to live. And anybody that step outside of the guidelines of society expectations is cursed. Or you might be looked at as a failure. Man, you not no damn failure, man. You just not subjecting yourself to the ways of this system. You breaking out of this shit. You see the slaves that's running around here every day. And it's not to put nobody down or nothing like that or step on nobody and to belittle nobody. But, dude, this shit is programmed for us to go back and forth with each other based on how much I got. Aha, I got more than you. Aha, you still live with your mama. Aha, your marriage ain't doing good. Aha, you just lost your job. Aha, your kids got took from you. You see what I mean? Like, what the fuck? And I'm sitting back like, hold up, man. Something ain't right about this shit right here, dog. Something ain't right about this, dog. You feel what I'm telling you? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. What's that? Jazzin? How is he new school with 30? How is he new school with 34? How is he new school with 34? I don't know what that means with 34. I ain't that old, Jazzin. I ain't that old. Toby, you don't live with my mama. Come home. Toby, what is you talking about, Toby? You gotta be a kid. Not me, BB, not me, BB. You on mute, can't hear you. I'm on mute, y'all. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Somebody just said I'm on mute. SR, we good, big dog? Put a 1 in the chat. Okay, I don't know. That's probably you. That's probably you, Miss Lady. I think that's your. Yeah, somebody said I was on mute. My bad. Somebody said I was on mute. No, my name ain't Toby. Why you calling me Toby, man? With a name like, okay, y'all talking to each other. Okay, my bad. Okay, Slits Beats, LOL brothers beefing in the comments. Yeah, they going at it in the comments, bro. I'm gonna have to break this shit up, man. I don't know what y'all doing in the comments, man. Y'all gotta stop all that in the comments, dog. I'm trying to give y'all some leeway, man. But come on, man. Cut the shit out, man. All right, I got you. All right, okay, it's time to go. Okay, time is up. 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 It's over with. Time is up. Yeah, not me, babe. You gotta unmute yourself, not me, cause I'm not on mute. I'm I'm gonna warn y'all. I ain't gonna warn y'all again, man. Travis, yeah, man. Prayers up, Travis. Prayers up, Travis. You already know. Okay, yeah. See, they tripping. Let me see. Yeah, they tripping. I got him though. I see him. Slits Beats. Don't even respond to him, bro. I'm getting him out of here. I'm seeing who it is, where it's coming from. I'm dissecting the situation and I'm tossing their ass out. We ain't got time for that bull stuff. Rare Jude, yes, social media is full of shit. Yeah, Rare Jude, social media is, oh my God, social media, man. I swear social media, it's sad what I see on social media, y'all. Like the competition on social media, it's a real thing, y'all. It's a real thing, y'all. Like, oh my God, man. Social media have people out here living in a fake ass world all day 24/7. And it changed the brains of millions of people. It changed the minds of millions of people. You know, because everybody want to live fabulous. Everybody want to live luxury. You know, everybody want to have this baller instinct or this baller mentality. And anybody that don't want to live like that, they going to look at you as a failure, man. I'm telling you what they going to do. Anybody that ain't on social media living it up, a lot of people is going to look at you like you ain't got no motion and you ain't got nothing going on in life. This is how people going to look at you because they programmed. They don't understand the great spell that they under. They don't understand this shit. It's a lot of people who forfeit good relationships with good people just based on they social media. Like I be meeting people and the first thing some people be saying when I meet them is give me your social media. Can I get, like, why you want to see how I'm living? Don't you want to get to know me? Nah, people don't want to get to know you. People want to see how you're living. It's crazy, man. Social media is, I'm going to really do a live on social media one day, just based on social media itself. You feel me? I got so much to say about that stuff. It's crazy. Travis, what do you think is responsible for pushing us out of the realm of love? Who do you think is responsible for pushing us out of the realm of love? That's a good one right there, man. Because I can. The reason why they know love out here is due to the programming of this system, man. It's due to the programming of this system. It's the rulers of this world. It's the rulers of this world. I would go on some spiritual stuff, Travis, but I'm going to just keep it in reality. Because I could go to the spirit realm, but I'm going to just keep it in reality. This world came from showing us TV shows like Boy Meets World, That's So Raven, Family Matters, Martin, all these different TV shows, Good Times. They used to promote love. Remember all the old school Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? All these old school TV shows used to promote love in the household. It used to promote love between men and women. It used to promote love with the family all together. Why don't we have that no more, Travis? Why don't we have movies like, you know, Soul Food? Back in the day, they used to promote love, man. Why we don't have that no more? So you know what the enemy said, the government said, the rulers of this world said, we got to break up these happy homes. We got to break up the dynamic and the structure of family so we can get people on the island by themselves so we can pick their ass off one by one. All this shit is by design why we don't love each other and we don't have no compassion for one another no more. So what they replace it with? They replaced it with social media. And they replaced it with bad music by signing all these messed up artists that's talking about hate and talking about being on demon time. They replaced it with TV shows like Atlanta Housewives and all these housewives shows and Empire and all these shows where it promotes destruction. They replaced it. They replaced the love and the examples to show us how to live with love for one another. They replaced it with all this fake ass music, fake ass TV shows, and they gave you fake celebrities to push their agenda. So who's behind this? The government itself is behind this, my brother. The government itself is behind this. People don't know why they don't got no love for nobody else. People just walking around here with a gang of hate because they was programmed like this, bro. The government programmed the shit out of all of us. You know what I mean? To think a certain way, to act a certain way. Our attitudes towards each other is very snotty and turned up. And so the moment that the government took out love out of the TV shows and took love out of the cartoons and took love out of the movies that we used to see back then growing up, that's when society started falling and they start replacing this shit with bullshit like social media. And you seeing fights on World Star and you seeing people shooting at each other in the hood and you seeing people promoting music about drugs, sex, and violence and all this stuff like that. And it pushed us in a realm of hate. It pushed us in a realm of being on defense with each other. And nobody wanting to get together and join together to show love with each other. It's hard. It's very rare you see somebody or hear somebody tell you that they love you nowadays. It's very rare, man. So the government is behind this shit. They the ones got us out here fighting over scraps. They the ones got us out here fighting at the bottom like pigs. They the ones got us out here chasing all this bullshit that really don't bring us no substance or no true value. They the ones got us out here arguing with our family. They the ones got us out here, bruh, dysfunctional, bruh. Dysfunctional. Got us out here competing in competition with one another. And that's where the hate come from. Oh, well, I ain't got money like him or I ain't got money like her, so F them. That's where the hate come from. It stems from enviness. It stems from the lack of having. And so the government dangle certain celebrities in our face to make you jealous, to make you envious, to make you mad about your situation. And it stores up a level of hate. It ain't even got to be with a celebrity. It could be with somebody you just see from social media on your own Instagram page. You see this person over here taking trips. You see this person over here going to Dubai. You see this person out here hanging out at the beach and you got to go to work. And they know that social media, this is why they designed social media like this, man. This is why they designed it like this. Because they know that was going to bring division. They knew it was going to bring a level of division. They knew it was going to bring a level of envious. And once you become envy, you can't be envious. You can't be hateful and have love in your heart. And that's why they separated us from hate. And that's why you see a lot of people out here who don't like their life, who hate their life, who hate that person that's in the mirror. Because they too busy trying to fit into societal expectations and trying to have all these different worldly things to where they don't even know who they is. They just chasing behind a bunch of shit that's going to burn one day that they can't take with them to the afterlife. And the government is behind this, my brother. This shit was designed and planned for us to go the way that we going. They took all the TV shows away from us. They took all the movies away from us. They even killed off our parents. They even killed off our ancestors. They killed off some of y'all fathers. They killed off some of y'all mothers. They killed off Big Mama in the family that was holding the family together. They gave her, all kind of sugar diabetes and put shit all in her medicine to kill her off, to break up the dynamic structure of the family, to make sure that they can pick us off one by one. This is what they did to us, man. And so now we running around here hating each other based on participating in this world and not having certain things like the world expect us to have. And so we hate each other and resent each other for, you know, the brainwashing that they put on us. We hate each other for this shit. We all became brainwashed at one point, but it's time to shake that shit, man. Now we got people out here who just hating each other for no reason because your car faster than mine. Because your female, your old lady better than mine. She finer than mine. Because your kids graduated from college before my kids. Stupid shit, man. It's crazy. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. It's crazy. You feel me? But yeah, Travis, the government behind this shit, man. This shit was designed like this, Travis. Rare Jews, I think that's why a lot of people are dumb. Yeah, it's crazy because a lot of people they following behind. It's too many followers, Rare. It's too many followers, Rare. It's too many followers out here, you know? People don't know who they is. People don't know who they is. Adortasia, yes, my only social media is YouTube because of that exact reason. Yeah, YouTube is very educational. YouTube is very educational. I kind of cut down on a lot of social media myself because all I see, Adortasia, on social media is competition. Everybody competing with each other. That's all I fucking see. My house bigger than your house. My car fast. I'll be like, bruh, I can only imagine what God, I know God, I would, the last thing I would do is try to make it seem like, you know, God is like me, like a man. God do not think like men. God do not think like women. But I know the Most High be sitting back sometimes, just shaking his head like, bruh, these people worried about who car the fastest, bruh. They worry about who house the biggest, bruh. They worry about who got more fake money than the next person in the bank. Like, the Most High, like, man, these people been destroyed for a lack of knowledge, dog. These people crazy, dog. You feel what I'm saying? They worry about the wrong stuff, bruh. So social media just became one big pool of competition. You feel me? Travis, I'm from the new school. Yeah, we both from the new school, Travis. We both from the new school, my brother. Pierre Holmes, what's up, bro? I listen to you all the time, man. You got good knowledge, bro. Keep up that positive. Appreciate your energy, fam. Thank you, Pierre. I appreciate you, Pierre, big dog. Thank you for tuning in and listening. Thank you for the love and support, man. I appreciate you, man. It means a lot, man. God bless you, bro. I wish you nothing but peace, love, prosperity, good health, and blessings, bro. Real talk. God bless you, bro. Thank you for that. Travis got the thumbs up. Word to me. Travis, word me too. Bear Flag Revolt. Which state are you from, brother? So many people are low vibrational, miserable. I'm from California, Bear. I'm in California, man. I'm from Oakland. I'm from Oakland, California, man. Born and raised. You dig what I'm saying? And believe me, Bear, it's a lot of toxic people out here in California. You know, California be running people off, man. California, no, because I love my state. But we some of the most ignorant people. We some of the most ignorant people walking the face of this earth. Because we feel like we got it better than everybody else because of the weather or because of whatever, the perception of California. Like, we naive, bro. And not only that, bro, we could be dogmatic, bro. And we be running people out of the state. And people be like, why do y'all do this to people? I say, do what? They say, why do y'all treat people like this? I be like, man, you just got to ignore people. You feel me? People wicked out here too, dog. Real talk. Don't let this sunshine and these palm trees fool you. People wicked as hell. Real shit. Didi, what's happening? What's good with you, Didi? I see you, Didi, on this thing. Welcome to the live. You tuned in. You found us at the right time. At the right time, you tuned in. Welcome to the live, Didi. Yes, indeed. Travis, you must have heard about the good old days. Yeah, I heard about the good old days, Travis, and I want like hell to go back to the good old days too, man. I sure do, man. I be sitting back sometimes, Travis, man. I be like, man, cause my mama and them be telling me about how they had it so easy and everything was so cheap. And I be looking how we got it so hard and everything is so expensive. And I be like, damn, I wish I can go back in time, man. Like my daddy bust a nut at the right time, but it was like, I guess in the wrong, you know, at the wrong time and at the same time. The right time, but the wrong time, if I'm gonna put it like that. You dig what I'm saying? Because it was a time that did exist where you didn't have to deal with inflation. You didn't have to deal with high-ass rent. You didn't have to deal with, you know, people road raging and running you off the road. You didn't have to deal with, you know, family not being together and loving each other. You didn't have to deal with the preachers stealing money out the pulpit and out the collection plate. You didn't have to deal with this bullshit. It was a time you didn't have to deal with this shit. You didn't have to worry about, you know what I mean, letting your kids go to the park and it might be a good chance that they never return to the house. You didn't have to, you know, live with social media and worried about being in competition with everybody else on social media trying to live their best life and telling you how to live and telling you you ain't a failure because you ain't living like them. You didn't have to deal with this shit, man. So yeah, sometimes I get a little discouraged and I go back in time and I wish like hell, man, I wish I could have grew up in the old days, man. Because even though they had their own challenges, it wasn't like this. It wasn't like this shit. And the way my mama be putting it, she be like, son, man, you would have loved it. We used to have pieces of candy for a penny. It was a store back in the day. My mom used to always tell me and my sisters about called the penny store. Because, you know, my mama from Chicago, Illinois. You know, all my family from Chicago, Illinois, but the younger generation that's 35 and under, we are from Oakland. But everybody else that's like 35 and up, they are from Chicago. You feel what I'm saying? And in Chicago, it used to be a store called the penny store that you can get down there like 5 pieces of candy for 1 penny. And I know I'm going on a tangent, like I know I'm going off into some other shit, but I'm just telling you how it was back then, man. We ain't have to deal with cost of living being so high. They ain't have to deal with. You just see how easy I put myself in it. They ain't have to... They didn't have to deal with the cost of living being so high. They ain't have to deal with going to the grocery store only to get hit with a $100 bill when you only walk out of the grocery store with 2 bags and you got to pay $100. They didn't have to deal with taxes. They didn't have to deal with Donald Trump and his bullshit. They didn't have to deal with none of this. You feel me? It was much simpler and less complicated back then. And we was born in a time where it's like, yeah, we probably not getting hung by, you know, on trees, but our minds is gone. Our minds is gone. Our families is dying. Our people is suffering. Our kids is lost. So I asked myself, did we really advance from the past to now? Or is we going backwards? Is we really advancing as time moves into the future, or is we going backwards, man? Because something not right about the world, man. Something is not right. And it seems like the more we get into the future, the more backwards shit becomes. You know what I mean? The more in reverse shit becomes. You know what I mean? You got men don't want to be with women. You got women don't want to be with men. You got kids disrespecting their elders. You got light skin against dark skin against light skin. Just bullshit. It's like, where is we at right now, dog? We don't know who we is. We don't know where we at. And we don't know where in the hell we going. We don't know where in the hell we going. We don't know where we going to be 5 years from now. And so I reminisce about the 70s. I reminisce about the 80s. I reminisce about the late 60s and shit like that, because even though they had probably, you know, certain laws intact to where they couldn't do a whole lot, they still had freedom and peace of mind when it comes to family, when it comes to knowing who they was and knowing where they was going. We don't know where we going. We don't know who we is. We too busy trying to fit into societal expectations. We lost. We too busy worried about who car the fastest, how much money he counting, how much money she counting. She too busy chasing the career, trying to become a psychiatrist or a nurse. She don't even want to have kids. This dude over here too busy trying to be on the block, trying to impress a block that he don't even own. He don't even own a house on the block. This is how lost we is. This is how disconnected from nature we became. It's crazy, man. I know you gotta feel me. It's crazy. Rare Jews say I missed the 80s and the 90s. Man, I feel you, Rare. The 80s and the 90s was the golden age, man. It was different. Ordettasia, way different. I'm 32. It was way different. I wasn't a tablet kid. Okay. I'm gonna read that again. Way different. I'm 32. It was way different. I wasn't a tablet kid. Yeah, that's another thing. Kids come straight out the womb, straight into they having their face or putting their face right in the phone. You know what I mean? They put their face come right out the womb to having their face going straight into that phone. Programming. And we participate in our own demise and programming our own kids from youngsters, man. And that shit is not right. And we wonder why they growing up with missing screws and they growing up being diagnosed with all this different shit. You feel me? Because we not teaching them how to get outside and get sunlight and how to live with nature. And we're not teaching them that like we used to. 1989 mailman. Sometimes some people trick themselves, yeah? Yeah, I can attest to that. CJ, you want to know what's crazy? Old school is a mindset, not an age. Yeah, you right about that, CJ. You right. Old school is a mentality because I was always told that I was older than my age, and I was always told that I was before my time. The elders used to always tell me, boy, you got an old soul. You listen to Temptations. You listen to the 5 Heartbeats. You listen to Al Green. Boy, you got an old soul. You dig what I'm saying? Real talk. It's crazy, man. So you right, it is a mentality, CJ. Chosen ones, good evening, kings and queens. Good evening to you, Chosen. Good evening. Welcome to the live. Spawn programmer. Gratitude for what you have is everything. Always have gratitude. Always. Spawn programmer. Less bliss, less depth, less problems. Yeah. Less bills, less debt, less problems. Yes. And we got people out here entrapping themselves into more bills, into having more. When you put more on your plate, and that's entrapping you more into this matrix. And then what we do? We pass it down to our kids and we trap them more into the matrix. Nah, man, we trying to break away. We trying to break away. Didi say absolutely true. Media 100. You know it, Didi. Rose, Malik OG. My guy, True. Yeah, what's good, Rose? What's good with you, man? Welcome to the live. I see you in this thing. Rare Jew Thomas. When you think outside the box, people will think of you as if something is wrong with you. Yeah, Rare. They'll look at you crazy. Because people is used to seeing things a certain way. They used to seeing people walking around with suit and tie. So when you start walking around like the ancients with your shirt off, you know what I mean? Letting your chest hairs show a little bit for a man, they look at you like you done lost your mind. Why he got his shirt off? Why she ain't walking around with tight clothes? You feel what I'm saying? Why she wearing her natural hair? Why he don't want to be a D-boy no more? Why he not out here slinging drugs to his community? Why he ain't out here shooting pistols no more? Who they think they is? Why they ain't listening to this rap music? Why they don't want to go to the concert? You know what I mean? People start looking at you. Wow, man. You be like, dog, man. I'm telling you, man. People, it's monkey see, monkey do. It's monkey see, monkey do. In this world that we live in. It's too many followers and not enough leaders. You feel what I'm talking about? Like, we don't have no more natural born leaders. People is not just naturally born a leader no more. People is followers. by heart. You know what I mean? And it's crazy, man. It's wild out here, man. It's crazy. Didi say free ourselves from predicting programming. Yeah, the programming is real, Didi. Gotta free our minds. We got to. That's the only way to escape. Kathy Ann Jones, true. You are one of my mentor. Thanks. Okay. Mentors. Okay. I see what you're trying to say. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. I try to be a mentor to you know, to whoever I could, whoever God used me and called me to, help and explain to them about things that they always question, that they don't really have a definitive answer about, that they want to know more about. This is why we have these topics and these conversations and these discussions, because it's therapeutical. It's helping us with our minds and freeing our minds. And sometimes when you hold a whole lot in and you boggle that stuff up, that stuff will make you go crazy. We got to talk to each other. We got to be able to commune with each other. We got to check in with each other. We can't just be so isolated to the point to where we feel like, we can't come together and talk to each other, because that's how they want us to be. They want us to be independent minded. They want us to follow after all this shit out here and not include nobody else. I get a lot of celebrities. I talk to a lot of celebrities all the time because I do music. And, when I talk to these different celebrities, I ain't gonna say no names, but I talk to big celebrities, millionaires, right? Because I got a well-known name in the music game, a somewhat well-known name, right? A lot of people heard about me, right? But when I talk to these celebrities, I notice how every time I talk to them, it's really not about how we can grow or how we can expand with each other when it comes to doing business the right way. It always got to be about money. It always got to be about, the opportunity always got to consist of some kind of money being in place or being intact. And that just defeats the purpose of the opportunity. You feel what I'm saying? So I realized, I'm like, man, a lot of these celebrities out here too be on that bullshit. They be programmed too. To think that just because I gotta work with this brother or just because I gotta work with this sister, I need something out of them. But I'm the kind of person, I'll work with you for free. You don't need to give me shit. If I see you have good talent, if I see you have good skill set and a good mindset, I'm gonna put you on to what I got going on. Free of charge. You ain't gotta pay me nothing. Free of charge. You ain't got to worry about coming up with this or coming up with that. So the programming has become so strong to where we start forfeiting relationships over money. We start forfeiting relationships and building a good foundation with her or building a good foundation with him based on money. And people don't want to build no more. People don't want to come together no more. People don't want to join forces no more if it ain't about no money. If money ain't, don't have nothing to do with it, I don't want to build with you. And that's why I started this channel, because I said, fuck that shit. Somebody got to crack this shit. This ain't always about money. We gonna get together because it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. I don't need to answer you. I don't need no money to answer your questions. I don't need no super chats. We all in this together. You feel what I'm saying? But we have been programmed, and I be sitting back talking to these celebrities like, damn, man, a lot of them it's like you can't get nowhere with them unless you got some money. It's like, damn, bro. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, the shit is crazy to me, dog. And it's like, dog, I'm not about to pay you for some shit I could be doing myself. But that's a story for another day, though. That's a story for another day. But it all goes back to us following into this system of being programmed based on trying to fit into societal expectations, what everybody else doing, instead of stepping outside the box and doing what's right and doing what needs to be done. It's crazy, man. SR Life put you okay. Gotta share the love in the chat. Yeah, it's number love. You know it, DD. Yeah, yeah. Everybody with the thumbs up, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button too. Ajax 1921. What's good with you, Ajax? Rare Jewel Thomas instead of Facebook. It's fake book. Yeah, it's fake. It's fake. It's real fake, and it's full of competition. And it's sad because, you know, I be seeing like certain relatives on there, family members on there, in competition with each other on Facebook. Facebook has become very toxic. It's toxic. It's too toxic. It's too toxic. DD Cosby Show. There you go, DD. The Cosby Shows was a good one that showed you how to build family and showed you how to the dynamic and the structure of how to build a strong family from the ground up. I love it, the Cosby Shows, man. I love it, the Cosby Show. Why you think they did that to Bill Cosby? I'm telling you, man, anything that got something to do with love or do with living right or being righteous, they trying to take it away. They trying to take it out of this world. They trying to get rid of it. They trying to get rid of it. You feel me? Vivian, hey, how you doing, Vivian? Welcome to the live, Vivian. Rare Jewel Thomas, this world is very dark. It's dark, it's sick, it's everything that I don't want to mention on this live right now. I'm going to get blocked. Rare Jewel Thomas, I'll be very shocked if I find a mate. You ain't the only one. It's a lot of us out here right now who's dealing with this situation. Who's dealing with this situation when it comes to the dynamic of husband and wife, male and female, boyfriend and girlfriend. A lot of us out here is dealing with, it's like a depression. It's like a dating depression. I don't know if I ever said something like that before, but it's like a depression. Everybody low-key playing like they independent, but they low-key want somebody too. Everybody low-key playing like they want to be single, but deep down they low-key really want to be involved with somebody. And that's why I teach what I teach on my channel, because I want to let you know, man, it ain't nothing wrong with loving a woman, bro. You a man. You supposed to love a woman. It ain't nothing wrong with loving a man, sis. You a woman. You supposed to love a man. But I'm telling you what the system has did to us, man. We got people out here who don't even want to share their peace or share what they really feel inside because of they going to be frowned upon. So when a person come along and say, I really want to be involved with somebody, you got other people will be like, well, you shouldn't be involved because, you know, people doing this nowadays and doing that. It's like, well, damn, why? How you know that's going to happen to me? That's your experience. And they'll make you seem like a failure because they had shortcomings or they failed at something. So they'll make it seem like you a failure because of you want to enter into, like people will stop you before you even get started nowadays. They would tell you you failed before you ever even get a chance to fail. But they'll push this fear on you, man. Everything today is fear-based. It's all about fear. It's all about, I wouldn't do that if I was you. I wouldn't do that. It's all about fear. And we got people out here who's suffering from this shit, man. You know you want to be with a woman. You know you want to be with a man. You know you want to be involved with somebody. You know you want to be in a relationship. You know you want to have kids. You know one day you possibly want to get married because you don't want to be old and lonely. Who the hell want to be old and lonely? You know this, and you know like hell that the ways of the world is weighing in on you, man, and it's weighing in on all of us. And what I'm telling you is what I told y'all to begin with. Quit allowing people to make you feel like a failure based on societal expectations. You ain't no failure. You ain't no failure. And people will deem you as a failure before you even fail. Before you even get started. They'll tell you how you fit. They'll tell you how you gonna fail. Before you ever get into a relationship, they'll tell you how you gonna fail. Before you ever even start that business, they'll tell you how you gonna fail. Before you ever even take that trip, they'll tell you why it ain't good, why you shouldn't take that trip. They pumping fear on us, man. The fear of failure. You feel me? It's crazy out here, man. It's crazy. And Rare Jewel, you ain't the only one. that feel shocked to be shocked if you ever find somebody, because of the world is so far gone. It's hard to find good, upstanding people out here. It's just hard. It's very rare. You know what I mean? It ain't like people just growing on trees and shit. Like you could just pick from a tree and say, oh, I got me one. Nah, like you gotta really gauge people, man. And it's, man, you gotta be, man, it's hard. It is. I feel you. It damn near seem like it ain't, it's impossible. You feel me? Michael Henium, so explain why crime attitudes were at their park before social media. What you mean explain? Explain what? I never said it wasn't no crime, my brother. I never said nothing about crime. I think crime was that's the first time I mentioned crime just by seeing your comment. We never said it wasn't no crime or nothing going on. We know that it was stuff going on before social media, but not to this effect though, Michael. Not to this effect. You said so humans were never like what? Like what, Mike? What you talking about, big dog? What you talking about, man? You gotta elaborate. Life as a chosen one. What's good with you? I see you, life as a chosen one. Rare Jew, when you don't think like the world, when you don't think like the world does, they look at you like you are crazy, and they are the crazy ones. Yeah, they is. They the ones that's programmed. They the robots. You know what I mean? They the robots. That's why they got to slap you on medication, because when you start thinking outside the box, they gonna start calling names like, oh, he's bipolar and she has this disorder, and ain't shit wrong with you, man. You just ain't thinking like they ass. They mad that they can't program you like that. Ain't shit wrong with you. You good. So they try to slap you on medication to re-indoctrinate your ass through them pills. Sophiana, yeah, Sophiana, yeah, I think that's Sophiana. Thanks for the truth, bro. You welcome, you welcome. It's all love. Didi, I see you, Didi. Deani King in this thing. What's good with you, big dog? I see you in this thing. Welcome to the live. I'm glad you can make it, man. You in this thing, man. None of us have failed. We are doing our best. We are doing our best, man. Ain't nobody asked for this high-ass cost of living, these high-ass groceries and these high-ass bills, in this corrupted-ass government, in this wicked-ass system, and I could go on and on and on. Ain't nobody asked for this. We wasn't, when we was pushed out that womb, man, we was pushed out into heaven. And the moment we fell into this system, we entered into hell. You feel me? That's the honest to God truth. We didn't ask for this shit. Didi, Didi penny strawberry cookies. Yeah, Didi, look, my mom used to always tell me about she used to get like 3-4 pieces of candy for like a penny. Walk out the penny store with like 10 pieces of candy for like 10 cents. They was famous in them days. They was famous. You feel me? She said they was famous in them days, boy. Said mama be teasing me. Speedy, what's good with you, Speedy? These tariffs that Trump did are so messed up. He definitely didn't think it through. Rich getting richer. Man, them tariffs, Speedy, them tariffs is fucking us up. Excuse me, I know I'm trying to stop cursing. God forgive me, Lord, I'm trying to stop. Them tariffs make you curse. Listen to me. Them tariffs is messing up. This shit right here is about to get real bad. We think inflation is doing something to us now. Wait till you walk in the store and you see a Snicker bar for $10. You gonna lose your damn mind, man. Hell, groceries already. Man, look, man, between me and my son, man, cause me and my son live with me, but between me and my son, man, we run through groceries so fast, dog, because my son just eat a lot of shit, man. He just be eating shit up. You feel what I'm talking about? Skinny as hell, but he can eat, though. That's what a 12-year-old to do. You know what I mean? And between me and my son, man, we run through hundreds of dollars of groceries in a span of a couple of weeks. And food has became to the point to it's so high, man. It's so high, dog. The bag of salad is like $4 now for a bag of salad. And it's constantly rising. So what you think tariffs gonna do? We don't grow avocados in the United States. That stuff come from Mexico. But Donald Trump putting tariffs on Mexico, and that's our allies. Mexico and Canada is our allies, and Donald Trump trying to put terrorists and raise terrorists on them. These is our allies, bro. What is you doing? And so now we gonna be paying for avocados. We probably gonna be paying like damn near $2 for one avocado, cause terrorists is going up. And it's like, dog, I can talk about that just on a whole nother live, dog, about what this man is doing, man. You feel what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's like, bro, what is you doing? And like you say, the rich is getting richer and the poor is getting poorer. All because of they trying to keep rich billionaires from paying taxes. All because of they trying to keep multi-billionaires from paying all these taxes. So they raising tariffs and doing all this shit to get them richer. It's a wicked world, man, a wicked government, and we didn't ask for this shit. That's why I tell y'all, don't feel like no failure, man. Look at the times that we living in, man. This shit crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Look at the times we dealing with and the situations that's going on right now around us, man. Diddy say few of us are moving forward only to go 5 steps backwards. Diddy, we take 3 steps forward, they get knocked 4 steps back. It's like nothing ain't moving the needle nowadays. You feel me? And we got people trying their best, trying their hardest to get themselves out of these certain situations of being in a state of suppressed and not having what they need to survive. People trying their best to get out these kind of living conditions and situations. But you got other people that might be doing just a little bit better, looking down on them saying, oh man, you got to try harder. You got to grind smarter. You got to go harder. Like, bruh, that's not normal. Oh man, see, you supposed to have an 800 credit score. Nigga, fuck credit, nigga. I don't care about no credit, homie. That's some bullshit that somebody made to fit the realms of how to play the game and how to, you know, fit into this game and fit into this matrix. This is their game. We got to stop playing their game. That's the only way we gonna become free. This they game, man. We can't beat them at their game. We'll never win. We always gonna lose because we playing the game that we didn't make. And every time we get something to shake for us, they move the goalposts. Every time we do get a little leeway, a little sunshine come through, peek through the clouds, they move the goalposts and something else happened. Now they raising the cost of living. Now, as soon as when you thought that that job was gonna help you pay them bills and pay that mortgage that you've been paying for the last 30 years, now they done raised the cost of living. That's another thing you got to deal with now. Now you got to, man, it just never stops. It never stops. And you didn't ask for this shit. So don't never look at yourself like a failure because you didn't ask for this. Restivo, what's good with you? It's called reality. Let me see, man. Let me see real quick. Okay. Deani King, it say, mama said your neighbor would spank you for cutting school. That neighbor also fed you. Yeah, that neighbor did. Of course that neighbor did. That neighbor took care of you. You feel what I'm saying? It was literally a village raising us back then, man. Will, there still are natural born leaders, God waiting for the right time to display. I think you right. You right. It is still natural born leaders. You absolutely right, bro. You absolutely correct. God ain't gonna God always send a prophet no matter what state the world in, whether it was the ancient days, the medieval times, the 20th century, the 21st century, God always send prophets. God always send messengers to warn the people of you know, things to come, or things that's gonna come to pass and things that we need to prepare for. You feel what I'm saying? So you right about that, dog. You right. Didi, it's hard to trust some people. It's very hard. You can't trust nobody out here. You know what I mean? And that's saying a lot, you know what I mean? Because, you know, Trusting the wrong person to get you unalive so fast, Didi. Didi, being loving and open-minded to build with some people, they'll take kindness for weakness and try to kill, steal, and destroy you. Yeah, they would. People have a way of taking your kindness for weakness real fast. Your family will do that shit to you too. You know what I mean? Make you feel like you on an island, make you feel lost, like you can't tell nobody. Why you think people hold a lot of stuff in, DD? People can't talk. People don't really have nobody to talk to nowadays. This is not normal. This is not normal. And people can't afford to go to a therapist or a psychiatrist. So you got people walking around here with all this bottled up stress and all this bottled up trauma. They can't talk about it to nobody because, you know, they don't have nobody who can understand them on that level. You feel what I'm saying? Without judging them. And people will take your kindness for weakness and use everything that, you know, you dish out, every bit of love that you dish out there, use it against you to manipulate you and use you. And this is why people is becoming more dogmatic by the day. They losing feelings, they losing touch with reality because we have been stripped of our birthright of love. You dig what I'm saying? And so it's deep, man. Didi, just to take your place. Yeah, just to take your place. People do whatever they could to get in your shoes. And as soon as they get in your shoes, it scare the shit out of them because they don't understand that what comes with it. Deani King, yes, Didi, you are right. And it's both sexes with the Jezebel essence. Man, Deani King talking to Didi, that's powerful, Deani King. It's both the sexes with the Jezebel essence. It definitely is, bro. Didi, yes, Deani King. Okay, they talking to each other. Deani King say, we loving children of God are sought after to be destroyed. That's facts. Didi say exactly, Deani King. They conversating in the comments. What's that? I care G. How do I know God loves me? Just keep breathing. This what you do. Ice care. If you ever want to question if God loves you, just go like this. Do this practice. And if you can do that about 2 times, that's your answer that God loves you. Because you're still breathing. And you was put here, you know, to live your life according to how God wants you to live it, not how man wants you to live it. So stop worrying about societal expectations and trying to fit in with the crowd. You feel what I'm saying? I just had to throw that nugget in to you, though. But yeah, God love you, man. It ain't hard to tell. Don't make it so complicated. You ain't got to see angels coming from sky, descending from the sky with, you know, with the Holy Grail and giving you the Holy Grail and telling you it's sent from God and you got to drink of the Holy Grail and God love. You ain't got to do all that. Stop. Let's stop, man. Stop making God so complicated, man. Please, y'all. Stop making the Most High so complicated, okay? Deani King, this is why we must stay single, stay prayed up till we are sent our own love. Yeah, I definitely agree, Deani King. I definitely agree with that. We got to make sure we stay prayed up and have some discipline when it comes to relationships and dating and sex and things of that nature. Have some discipline because sometimes if you cause yourself to fall into the wrong relationship and you know, let me tell y'all something real quick. Sometimes you can enter into a relationship with somebody who was never supposed to be with you in the first place. And you will get with that person and they'll cause you a lot of heartache and pain. And now God gotta remove the person that he was sending to you that was gonna be your partner for the rest of your life. But because of you gotta heal, you have told the Most High that you're not ready to enter into that new relationship that he had for you because you set yourself back By being, see, this is what being with the wrong person to do to you. When you be with the wrong person and you get a wrong person a chance and it don't work out, we have to understand that when that stuff goes wrong, you postpone your blessings from God. You postpones the person that was meant to be in your life from being in your life. Because now you got to heal and get over some shit by dealing with a person you was never even meant to be with. And now you got to postpone the blessing of God sending you a mate that's going to help you for the rest of your life. So now, instead of you meeting that mate at the age of 25, you got to wait to the age of 35. Instead of you meeting that mate at the age of 35, you got to wait to the age of 45. Instead of meeting that mate at the age of 45, you got to wait to the age of 55, because God wants you to heal when he sends somebody that's for you. Understand what I'm telling you? Because God don't want you to put your burdens and put your disappointments and put your, shortcomings off on the new person that he's sending you. That ain't what the Most High do. You know what I mean? That ain't how the Most High roll. So when the Most High send you somebody, he want to make sure he send you somebody pure. But you got to be ready for it. And if you out here just messing around with people all willy-nilly and getting with the wrong people time after time again, you going to keep postponing the blessing. You going to keep postponing God from sending you that mate that was meant to be in your life. Because you setting yourself back by being with the wrong people. So you got to practice discipline. You feel what I'm saying? You got to practice discipline. You better understand what I'm telling you. That's why it's a lot of people walking around here who felt like they missed their mark. I supposed to been married. Yeah, you supposed to been married. You know how you know you supposed to been married? Because your intuition told you that God was going to send you somebody by that certain age, but you didn't listen to your intuition. So you went out there and got with the wrong person, all because they look good. Or you went out there and got with the wrong woman, all because of her booty was big. Or you went out there and got with the wrong man, all because he counted a lot of money and he was handsome, but you didn't even know that they was coming with so many demons and they was going to set you back. And God said, look at you now. See, I can't even send you the person I was going to send you. I told you I was going to send you this person, but now I can't even send you this person because you're going to mess them up based on what you just went through with your last relationship. So he said, you know what I need you to do? I need you to sit off on the sidelines, sit on the bench for a couple years and heal. Heal until you ready. And I'm going to know when you're ready. You can't lie to God. He know when you're ready. Or when you're just talking. You feel what I'm saying? And when he see that you ready, the Most High gonna send you somebody pure. And it's gonna feel like a match made in heaven type ish. But you gotta understand, man, you gotta come with the right intentions and the right mindset to be able to take this person on. So don't think that every time that you deny of a certain spouse or a certain relationship or a certain person who you want to be with, don't think that they the problem. They might not have been a problem. You probably was the problem. You probably was the one that was going to mess their life up based on the things you went through that you didn't heal from. This is why it's important to have discipline. I can go on this for forever and ever. Feel me? Gotta have discipline, man. Or you going to keep postponing the blessing. Ice Kills came across your live on the Explore page. On the Explore on the Explore page, for real? We doing things like that? It's the Lord's doing. Hallelujah, man. All praises to the Most High. Saya Banga, salute. Salute to you, Saya. Salute to you, man. Welcome to the live. Ice I Care G at Didi. Don't give up on being good. Humanity. Thank you for it. Okay, you got Ice Care G talking to Didi, Deani King, Ice Care G. God sent his son to die for you. That's love. Who wants to lose their only son, even though he rose 3 days later. Okay, you got Deani King talking to Ice Care G. Rare Jews Thomas. People out here pretending to be someone they are not. Yeah, it's a lot of pretending going on. But you know what's sad about that, Rare Jewel? People getting rewarded for pretending to be somebody else. We got a bunch of Will Smiths and Denzel Washingtons running around here, and people getting rewarded for pretending to be like somebody else. People don't like authenticity, Rare. They don't like real people. They don't like truth. They don't like honesty. They don't like love. They don't like commitment. They don't like going the long route to get it the right way without trying to misuse and get over on somebody. So people looking for people who they can control and manipulate. So they looking for characters. They looking for actors. And even though you got a lot of pretenders out here, and I do agree, but that's the new way to get ahead is to pretend. And that's why you got a lot of people pretending. You got Ice Cara G, Ed Deani King, thanks. Okay, they talking. Deani King, this may be why Jesus said not. This may be why Jesus said not should you fast, but when you fast. Yeah, fasting is very important, man. It's definitely important, and I think people should practice it more. I'm gonna be real with you. It's a lot of benefits that comes with fasting, man. You know, it's a lot of benefits that comes with fasting. Rare Jew, that's why I don't tell nobody what I'm going through, because they don't know my situation. Their advice is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant, Rare. It don't even matter. You know, it don't even matter. People not walking in your shoes. They don't live your life. Stop listening to people, man. People want you they too busy want you. They want a car be copping to who they is, so it can make them feel like they did something right with their life. So that's why a lot of people tell other people how to live their life, because they want people to imitate them. They want people to follow after them. You feel me? Because it makes them feel like a god or like a, like a king. You know what I mean? Like, nah, you follow your own truth. Follow your own path. You dig what I'm saying? Rare Jews say some people will give you messed up advice on purpose to just see you worse off. Yeah, they would. That's why you can't listen to everybody. You know what I mean? Don't listen to everybody, man. Everybody not. Some people lack empathy, man. They don't really care for you like that, man. You got women out here telling other women to dog niggas out and take this nigga for his shit and drug this nigga and just use a nigga and get with a nigga for his money. That's not right. Why would you tell a woman some shit like that? Why would you tell a girl some shit like that? You got dating coaches out here telling men all these different mind games to play on a date with these women and how to, how to become more sexual with a woman faster by using these certain lines to pull on it. Man, why would you tell another young man some shit like that? You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So people definitely will tell you some shit to just to get in your pockets that sound good, but the whole time that shit is a spell from hell, man. That's why you got to be careful who you follow, who you listen to, where you get your information from. Didi say absolutely, Rare Jews. Thomas, okay, Didi. Yeah, everybody chopping it up, man. This is what I love, man. Everybody indulging and talking and chopping it up. This is what it's all about. Didi, right on, good people. Yeah, this is a good conversation today. Deani King, thank you, Didi. True Media, I was a bit sad today. You both had my back. Yeah, we good, man. This is what it's all about. We gotta look. This is why I love doing these lives, because I know, hell, even sometimes I be needing to hear from y'all to kind of get me back focused. You dig what I'm saying? So this what it's all about, man. We family, man. This what it's about. Shit, real talk. Didi, that was a good one. True Media. Yeah. You know I have to put a little comedy in there. I don't want to just be too serious about everything. You know what I mean? You got to loosen up sometime. You know what I mean? Cara G, thanks, man. Your answer to how to know God's love me was spot on. Love them breathing exercises. Yeah, bruh. It's just simple as that. Don't think that God gonna send angels from heaven with a holy grail to get you to drink from the cup of ancient days, and that's going to be the reason God's showing you that he love you. No. You got arms, don't you? You got breath in your body, don't you? You can walk, don't you? Can't you? Okay, God love you. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. You feel what I'm saying? Straight up. Tracy Kramer, well, you didn't, you definitely, well, you, what that say? You definitely like discipline of the English language. You definitely like discipline of the English language. You got to expound on that. I don't really understand that. Niggas, I'm living this message now. Yeah, bro. For the majority of us, most of us living this message. That's why we can all talk about this, man, and we can come together and speak on this, because we all living this stuff. We all see what's going on out here. We all going through life. Don't never think you the only one. Don't ever think you the only one. We all going through life. We all deal with shit. You know what I mean? That's why we do these lives, man. BTC crash. Everything crashing. Save man, woman, peace. Everything crashing. Religion is crashing. Family is crashing. The job market is crashing. The real estate market is crashing. The government is crashing. The world government is crashing. The economic system is crashing. Everything is crashing because it's a reset about to happen. This happened a lot of times in history, man. You know what I mean? It's always a reset. Every certain amount of years, it's always a reset. But it's not like it is now. This is different. This reset is different. It's some real wicked shit behind this reset right here. It's some real wicked shit behind this one. This shit is so different. I know about all the other great resets that didn't happen in the past, and I heard about it. But this one is different. This shit is so different, dog. We losing our family, dog. We losing our community. You know what I mean? Like bruh, the world is falling right now, dog. The whole world is falling. We in a state of depression. The whole world. You feel what I'm saying? Everything is crashing right now, man. Real talk. Didi say sending much love and healing to you, to Y2, to you too, you Deani King. Okay, Rare Jew Thomas. I see the red flags and people fast. Yeah, you got that discernment on you. Didi, I just sent you a whole paragraph, Deani King and YT. Oh, YT is okay, that's a person. Okay, yeah, Deani King say she sent Didi said she sent Deani King and YT a paragraph. It said it wouldn't allow me to send. Okay, yeah, you probably only could send so many characters, Didi. I don't know how many they got it up to on the lives, but it's probably only so many words and characters you can send. I don't know though. But Didi say, stay in good spirits, Deani King. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Exactly. Stay in good spirits, man. Keep your head up and keep moving strong. We in this together. Ice Care G777. There you go. It's all love. You know it. Deani King. Amen. Thank you, Didi. Didi say, maybe slow you down only to build you up, so the end result is you win, Deani King. Yeah, sometimes you definitely got to slow down and decompress to and rejuvenate yourself, know where you're going. Random channel. I feel nowadays a lot of people are living on edge and they close to reaching their breaking point. A lot of people already reached their breaking point. Random channel. You don't hear about all these different stories of people deciding to become homeless by choice. You don't hear about this stuff. People already done reached their breaking point. Random. It's beyond. It's past that point. You know what I mean? People quitting their jobs. People ain't going to school. This system is falling. It's falling. It's caving. You feel me? Q Raider. I'll fast for 24 hours, then eat in the evening. Yeah, that's a good exercise to have, man. Fasting is always good for the brain, for the spirit. You know, it's good for your organs. It's good for the blood. It's good for the mind. It's a lot of benefits when it comes to fasting. You dig what I'm saying? And it's just good to help you focus, to recalibrate your thoughts. You feel what I'm saying? To help you focus, man. It's good for health issues, for dietary. Get your blood flowing back right like you need to. It's a lot of benefits for fasting. You dig what I'm saying? Random channel people tend to project their own issues onto others. Look, Random, welcome to the live, first of all. That's a good point. But that's just what a lot of people doing. They projecting their failures on other people. They're projecting their shortcomings on other people. You dig what I'm saying? And the sad part about it, they even project their success on other people. They have felt like they became successful in a certain field or a certain area, and they look at you like, why you ain't them? Why you not here? Why you ain't driving on yachts? Why you ain't taking private plane rides to the Bahamas and to the Caribbean islands? Why you ain't doing it like me, man? Something gotta be wrong with you, because you ain't doing it like me. Nah, ain't nothing wrong with you. You ain't gotta do it like them. You ain't no failure because you ain't doing it like them. That's how they want to do it. That's how they want to do it. Let them do it how they want to do it. But people do project and put off they, failures and shortcomings on other people. But not only they failures and shortcomings do they put off on other people, they put off they weight of what they feel like success is on other people too. So the moment they see that you ain't got what they got, or you ain't been where they been, and you ain't trying to go where they trying to go, and you know what I mean? They look at you like it's something wrong with you. Like, bro, ain't nothing wrong with her, ain't nothing wrong with him. You don't know what them people dealing with. Maybe they don't want to play the game of life like you. Maybe they don't want to go through the motions of trying to do all this shit and juggle with all these different possessions like you do. But that don't mean that they a failure. That just mean that they have a different path. You dig what I'm saying? They have a different path of what makes them happy and what brings them freedom and what brings them peace than you have. You feel me? It's crazy, man. DD talking to Deani King, Q Raider. Those type of people think they're smarter than the rest, but low-key they just want to stir up drama. They want to feel important, Q Raider. They want to feel like they have a voice. They want to feel like they the king of the hill. They want to feel like they the queen of the hill. They want to feel like they the shit. Can't be told nothing. They want to feel like they figured it out. What did you figure out? What you figured out, a man-made system with man guidelines and man-made rules to entrap you and program you and told you what success was and what failure was. What did you figure out? What did you figure out? And so people go their day with trying to have this way of coming off as feeling like they done figured something, so like they done figured it out. Like they know what to do and you don't know what to do. And because of you not doing it how they doing it, you don't know what to do. Like, bro, you don't know who rich. You don't know who a thousandaire. You don't know who a millionaire. You don't know who really walking around here with true freedom and peace of mind. And don't judge a person based on, their appearance. But we got people judging people based on their appearance or they living situation. Like I was just talking about with somebody earlier on the live. Bear was telling me how he still live with his mama, but his mama caretaker. But you got people who get on Bear and be like, oh man, you still live with your mama. You need to move out the house, Craig. You're 30 years old and you're still living with your mama. Whoever said you got to move out the house by 25 or 30? Whoever said this shit? Whoever said you was a failure because of you still living with your parents? Whoever said you was a failure because of you didn't graduate from school? Like, how is you a failure? Programming, dog. The system told you you have to live a certain way, act a certain way, and be a certain way to be looked at as normal. And anytime you step outside the guidelines of the system, you looked at as unnormal. It's looked at as unnormal. The hell, I ain't gonna tell you something wrong with you because you still living with your parents. Ain't nothing wrong with you, man. You dig what I'm saying? And it's just sad, the programming that we under, man. The spell that we under, man. It's sad. You dig what I'm talking about? Curator for their enjoyment. For their enjoyment. There you go, curator. That's really what it's all about. For their enjoyment. For real. Deani King, you are right. Cardi B was applauded for drugging men. Yeah, she was. You know? And people picked up her mindset, and now you got other young women out here doing it. You see how when you sow bad seeds, you can easily pass this shit down to another generation. Now Cardi B got a whole nother generation of men, of women out here misusing men and drugging men and being dogmatic towards men based on how she lived her life. Sowing bad seeds, man. And it's a cycle that keeps going on and on. You feel what I'm talking about? And this is what we became. People don't even live with their own thoughts. They don't know who they is. People too busy worried about what everybody else doing and too busy trying to follow after everybody else. They don't even sit themselves down and look themselves in the mirror and ask themselves this one good question. Who is me? And what do I want for me? People couldn't even live with themselves if it wasn't nobody else telling them how to live. People wake up every day looking for somebody else telling them how to live. Looking for somebody else telling them where to go. Looking for somebody else telling them how to dress. Looking for somebody else telling them what's right, what's wrong, what's success, what's failure. People wake up every day looking for the opinions of other people. And they value the opinions more than they value their own opinions of how they look at themselves. Because they have no self-love. Or they don't know their worth. So they always looking outside of themselves for answers to help them with their life and the things that they going through. You dig what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. The Tropical Red Lady. You are so intelligent, young man. What's your age? 30. Celicia Payron. Amen. Amen to you. The Tropical Red Lady. I could listen to you talk all day. Yeah. I appreciate that. I can talk about a lot of stuff all day long. Jessica, awesome. I love your personality, man. You make me laugh during difficult times. That's what it's all about, Jessica. That's what it's all about. You know, I got to ease the blow a little bit. You dig what I'm saying? Real talk. I care G. I'm crashing. You ain't crashing, bro. Get up and walk. Get up and walk. Get up and walk. You feel what I'm saying? Go out and see some of the sunlight, man, outside, if you could. Curator, the social programming is crashing. Okay, the social programming is crashing. It definitely is. Definitely is, man. It definitely is, man. It's definitely it's a great you know, crash of everything, man. Just look at the world, y'all. Like the world is it's like, dog, the world is different from 10 years ago, bro. We in a different world. We literally in a different world. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just think about that shit for a minute. We're not even talking about 30 years ago. Just the last 10 years have changed so much. What was normal then ain't normal no more. You know what I mean? Like, what was common 10 years ago ain't common no more. Like, it's crazy, man. Deani King, depression, recession, we in it, all of us. It's scary, but God has us. Yeah, we in depression right now, Deani King. We ain't in a recession, we in a depression. Ice kills, terms like crashing out, becoming so normal because that's what majority of people feeling like. Yeah, because people feeling like it's too much pressure. Ice, it's too much pressure. It's too much pressure, bro. And when you hold it in for all these years and you dealing with all this pressure from society, you gonna crash out. You know what I mean? It's just too much pressure. You feel what I'm saying? And you get no time to really exhale. You really get no time to decompress or rejuvenate yourself from the ways of this world. You never really get no relaxation time to kick your feet up. You always constantly moving, trying to pay your bills, trying to go to school, trying to keep up with society, and it's cooking your brain. You cooking yourself, man. You know what I mean? And so now we got people for the first time falling back saying, man, forget this, man. I choose to be homeless. I'd rather go live back with my mama. I'd rather go move back in with my relatives. I don't want to deal with it no more. You feel me? I don't want to deal with it. You dig what I'm talking about? I'm not going back to work. I'm not about to, try to, none of this stuff, man. And so, for the first time in a long time, people just, they giving up. They throwing in the towel. And I can't blame them, man. And that don't mean that they're a failure because they didn't ask for this shit. They didn't ask to live like this. You didn't ask to live like that. I ain't asked to live like that. You dig what I'm saying? And it's crazy how they got us living. Didi, yes, yes, yes. Ice Care G, money don't matter. Your spirit matters. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. Your character, your demeanor. Random channel, yeah, projection is more common than you think. I've been hearing that word a lot since I've been taking therapy. Yeah, don't let nobody project their thoughts and ideologies off on you. You feel what I'm saying? You're going to get caught up in their life. And you're going to become a carbon copy of them. So instead of you trying to live your truth, follow after the path that God set before you, now you trying to follow after somebody else's path that God set before them. It's like... oh, my God, bro. Like, what is you doing? You feel what I'm saying? Like, just, man, live your truth, man. And the answer to everybody's purpose is within them. God already put it in you what you should be doing. Lee Slay, Philippines 4:13 say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Love you, brother. Love you too, Lee. Stay up. God bless you. Most definitely. All praises to the Most High. Random channel. Thanks, True Media. Is good to be on your channel. Yeah, man, for sure. Anytime. You welcome anytime. This is what it's all about. It's about therapy. It's about coming together. It's about expanding. It's about building. It's about love. It's about growing. It's about honesty. It's about commitment. It's about dedication. It's about family. It's about all that good stuff that they're trying to script from us, man. It's about freedom. It's about peace of mind. It's about, it's about freedom of speech. You know what I mean? And most importantly, it's about relieving your stress. Shit, for real, man. Life Coach 39. Today is my son. What's that? Khalik Brooks. Please say happy birthday. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday to your son, man. Happy birthday, Life Coach 39 to your son. Yes, indeed. Happy birthday, Khalik. Yes, indeed. Happy birthday. Deani King, the same system that said by 30, you got to own a home, make at least 800K. It's the lies for me. Deani, bro, they tripping. They tripping. You dig what I'm saying? Got you out here chasing some shit that's an illusion. You out here chasing an illusion. And people will really use this against you. Oh, you 25 or you 30, you still living with your mama. You ain't even got no job. You supposed to retire by the age of 60. Who the hell made this shit up? You know what I mean? Like, where did this shit come from? You supposed to be married by the age of 24. Like, come on, man. Like, it just people out here just talking, bro. They just talking, bro. They just talking, Deani King. They talking, bro. They don't understand life has its own way of dealing with people, man. Real shit. Didi, we time traveling. Time to get into fifth dimension and step away from the 3D, definitely. You already know it, Didi. I've been in the fifth dimension for the past 10 years. A lot of the stuff I'm seeing that's coming out now, it's a lot of stuff I done prophesized to my homeboys, and they like, bro, how you knew that, bro? I'm like, bro, I was gone, bro. I was already out of this thing. You dig what I'm saying? I was in a whole nother dimension, a whole nother reality with the ancestors. You feel what I'm saying? With the spirit guys. And they was showing me stuff of today that's happening right now. Back then, they was showing me stuff. So we definitely got to enter into the fifth dimension, man. It's time. It's been time. Curator, thankfully I have the means and family to support me, and I've been able to find peace in bits of myself after stepping away from society. Yeah, that's why I say family is definitely important, Curator. It's good to have a family to lean back on for, you know, when it comes to making tough decisions, when it comes to, you know, just trying to gather your thoughts and refine yourself and reconnect to your inner self. It's good to have family and a support system to help you do that. You know what I mean? And, you know, that's why I say, man, you know, break away from this society state of mind of thinking that you got to live how everybody else living and you got to do what everybody else is doing. Break away from that shit, you know, because that'll age you real fast. You know, because people are always telling me, man, you look like you're 19. Man, you look like you're this. You look like you're that. And I'll be like, man, the reason why I still look like a teenager because I'm not out here stressing. I'm showing love. I'm showing love to the Most High. I'm showing love to nature. I'm showing love to the trees. I'm showing love to my people. And that's what's coming back to me internally. I'm drinking water. I'm working out. I'm really committing myself to living a good life outside of whatever the hell society think living a good life is. I'm going for walks. I'm making sure no matter what amount of bullshit I run across in life, I keep a smile on my face. I keep my head up high. I smile. I enjoy my life. I don't tell myself I'm getting old. I use words like I'm getting wiser. I'm getting better. And when people deal with life, they take on life so hard to where that shit ages them 20 years beyond their age because of they dealing with the stresses and the worries of life all the time. And they too busy walking around here with envy in their heart. They too busy walking around here being bitter towards everybody else, and it's aging you, man. It's hurting you. It's hurting you. You dig what I'm saying? 25 is young. 30 is young. 35 is young. 40 is young. 45 is young. 50 is young. 55 is young. But they got people out here thinking that they old because of they 45. They got people out here thinking that they old because of they 40, because of they 50. You not old. You young. You an adult, but you not an elder. You see what I'm telling you? And when you tell yourself certain words and you really you really tell yourself that I'm this, I'm that, and the third, your mind is basically going off of what you telling it. So when you start telling yourself, man, I'm old, man, you're going to start looking old. That's why you got to watch what you say. Stop going so hard for these people game. You stressing yourself out like hell trying to get to that 800 credit score. Stop going so hard for these people game. You go hard for the Most High, for your crown. You go hard for your spirituality and yourself, your family, your loved ones. Stop going so hard for these people when they game. You aging yourself. You stressing yourself out. You worrying. You up. You depressed. You worry about what you ain't got. You know what I mean? You stressing yourself out. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, sometimes that's not the way to live. That's not how God put us here to live. And don't let nobody else stress you out. If like hell you ain't stressing yourself out, what do I look like? Let somebody else stress me out. You know what I mean? Cut people off who coming with that stressful shit. Cut people off who's always bitter, who's always sitting around talking about other people who ain't never got nothing good to say about nobody else. Always got the tea and the gossip. Cut people off, man. Real talk. What's good with you, True Thousands, brother? I see you on this thing. Welcome to the live, man. Glad you able to join and catch us, man. Real talk, man. Glad to have you, my brother. Real talk, man. Hope everything well with you. Curator, I know I know not everyone can do that, but if ever given an opportunity, everyone should take that opportunity. I agree. I agree, man. Definitely, curator. You ain't said nothing wrong, my brother. Joe King, I live in a hollowed out tree. God bless you with that, Joe King. You in nature. You in nature. So you good. You getting all the sunlight, all the nutrients. You getting all the things that you need that most people don't even get on a day-to-day. So you good, my brother. If that's what you desire to do with your life, that's what you desire to do. Don't think that you got to live in a city, or you got to be driving a Lamborghini, or you got to be working at J.P. Morgan and all these. Man, you ain't got to do none of that bullshit. That's their game. Fuck their game. I'm going to keep it real with you. See, people like me because I keep it real. People like me because I'm not robotic. People like me because I could tell it like it is, and I'm not about to just tell you how everybody else telling you. Man, you got to get out. Man, look, man, you ain't got to do nothing if you don't want to, man. As long as you ain't being lazy-minded and you ain't being, to the point to where you being a burden to somebody else, man, do what bring you peace. Straight up. We got people that's living off the land in other countries who don't do shit, but just live off the land. All they do is eat and shit all day. They eat and they shit. That's all they do. That's all they do all day. They eat and they shit all day. They're not worried about bills. They're not worried about Donald Trump and tariffs. They're not worried about taxes. They're not worried about credit scores. They're not worried about men not liking women and women not liking men. They're not worried about pop the balloon shows. They're not worried about all this dumb shit that we out here worried about, man. They eating. They communing with their family. They living off nature, and they kicking their feet up, man. While we out here stressing ourselves out, trying to fit into societal expectations. It's crazy. Didi, meaning go deeper down the rabbit hole to become spiritual warriors. Yeah, we got to, Didi. We got to become one with nature. We got to definitely tap into the spirit, y'all. I got to tell y'all about that most definitely. Didi know what's up. Random channel. One thing you have to realize is not everybody is out here to get you or looking to do you dirty. Some people would do you right, would do right by your side. So never treat everybody like a suspect. Yeah, you right. You definitely right. That's honest to God truth right there. You ain't said nothing wrong, Random. You ain't said nothing wrong. Ice Kills, how can we detach from material stuff when as a society been using it as a measurement of success for so long? You gotta first of all, you gotta find out your purpose. You gotta find out your purpose, your calling, and you gotta tap into that world. You gotta tap into your purpose, your calling. You gotta tap into natural resources. You gotta train your mind to understand you got everything you already need. You already have everything you need. But when you train your mind to think that you always need these external objects to validate who you is, you always gonna be chasing materialism. Because you know that you grew up thinking that you need this shit to survive. But you don't need this stuff to survive. You need to tap into self. You need to tap into self. You feel what I'm saying? And that's not the measurement of success based on all these things that you can accumulate. The measurement of success is becoming one with self and becoming one with God. That's success. That's success. You feel me? Real talk. All this other shit is just part of the game. Now, you could play the game. Some people enjoy playing the game. I used to enjoy playing the game. That's why I used to be running around 18 years old with 3-4 cars and shit. Because I used to love the game like that. You know what I mean? Benzes and Beamers and, Beamers and Benzes and all. I mean, I had all kind of cars, bro. My pull-up game was crazy. You feel me? And I said, man, look, man, I don't need all this shit. I don't need all this. I'm already him. I'm already him. God already made me him. From the moment I came out of my mama's womb, I was him. I don't need all this shit to validate me from being him. I already know I'm him. You dig what I'm saying? So, dog, true success is knowing yourself and knowing who God is, man. That's real success. Spiritual awareness. All this other shit is just a part of the game. Credit and all this bullshit. And people trying to amount up to success by measuring themselves of how much they can accumulate material-wise. But you entrapping yourself more into the matrix by putting more on your plate, by becoming, you know, putting all these different responsibilities in front of you. You entrapping yourself more into their game. And the only way to free yourself and to free your mind is stop playing they damn game. Even if you is going to play their game, play it with the intentions of understanding that this shit ain't as serious as we make it. This shit ain't as serious as we make it. But when you take this shit so serious and you willing to die for some materialism, that's when they got you. That's when they got you. They got you, man. Truth Rising, Truth Rising got the laughing emoji. Didi, all the greatness within us deserves to be shown all the time, Didi. All the time, you know it. It's a lot of people that's great at what they do. But they not being great at what they do because they trying to do what everybody else doing. They trying to do what everybody else doing because they feel like they're a failure if they don't be great at doing what they supposed to do. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Didi, me too. True Media 100. Truth Risings 100. Deani King. Yes, it's an honor to live with your family. I'm glad God healed my family wounds. I still got both parents. Thank you so much, Lord. Yeah, man. Shout out to you, Deani King. That is a blessing, man. To have both of your parents to man, that's a blessing, man. Man, God bless you, man. Real talk, that's what it's all about. Rare Jewel Thomas, this world is delusional to the 10th power. Delusional to the 10th power, Rare. Life Coach True, Q Raider, prayers up. I see you with the prayer hands, man. Shout out to you, Q. Stay up, Q, you know it. The Tropical Red Lady, you're very mature in how you speak. You look young, but your intelligence shows you're wiser. Yeah, I know, you know, I always been beyond my days when it comes to thinking on a higher level. I just been like this my whole life, you know what I mean? Even when I used to run the streets with me and my homeboys and we was out there terrorizing shit, I was always the leader. I was always telling, you know, don't do that, don't do this how you do that, because I always had a mindset of learning from my ancestors, and I always had a listening ear for the elders that used to teach me things. That's why I became so wiser beyond my years, because even when I was 10, 11, 12 years old, I was always taking in knowledge and information from my aunties, from my uncles, from other elders around the community. And I used to listen to the things that they was telling me, and I was already 2 steps, 3 steps ahead of the game based on the information that they was giving me, and I was applying it to my life at an early age. So now where I'm at now, it's a lot of the things I've been knowing, but I just know how to articulate it better. I know how to articulate myself in a way to where it comes off as you can understand it. You feel what I'm saying? Even more, even better. You feel me? But I always was like this. You know what I mean? But I appreciate that Tropical Red. I appreciate that that compliment. I appreciate you. Q Raider is just a little bitter old people who aren't unsatisfied with themselves that spread that negative propaganda. Yeah, I agree, man. Being old and bitter has crippled this world in the worst way. Didi, speak that is true, media. You know, hey, you know it. We gotta go up. You know, as we go on, as the lives tend to go on, it's just, I feel like I tap into a Super Saiyan kind of nature. I tap into my Super Saiyan nature. I tap into, because I'm feeding off the energy from the live. Y'all don't understand that. Y'all, the energy you put out is the energy you gonna get back in return. The energy you get back in return It's based on the energy that you putting out. So when I see the chat is moving and flowing with positivity and love and righteousness and good energy, good vibes, and that shit, it hit my spirit. And then I start speaking out, the ancestors start speaking through me. And then it just be, man, it just be nothing but love flowing out, man. It be nothing but fire. You feel me? This is how it's supposed to be. Curator, F my grammar up, but yeah, haha. You good, curator. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I got you. Sheree Johnson, you are entitled to create your own reality. Definitely. Sheree Johnson, going within and standing in your own lane and minding your own business will keep you out the matrix. I definitely agree. You absolutely right. Didi Greatness. There you go. Juju Bean. Yo, me validate nothing. I don't know what you mean. Juju Bean, you got to expound. You must have social media. Why you think that, Juju Bean? Deani King, amen to that. Why, or is you asking me something, Juju Bean? You gotta put it into greater words. Okay. See, you tripping now. You gotta get you. I gotta do something with you. I gotta do something with you. Ice Kills, facts. Truth Risings, you are old soul. Yeah, man, I've been like this my whole life, Truth Risings. And man, I've been like this since I ever can remember, man. It's just always been the one that just always thought outside the box. Always was good with the English vernacular. Always good with putting words together and articulating my message. And I always learned from speakers like MLK, Malcolm X, Dr. Martin Luther King. I always learned from Huey P. Newton. Always was a historian. Always loved history. That was my favorite subject in school. I'm just telling you a little bit about me. Always hung around the elders, the OGs. Always gathered information from them because I knew that life was bigger than just what I was told as a kid. And I wanted to learn more. I wanted to be more. I wanted to one day be who I am today. You feel what I'm saying? And being great with passing on the message from God and being able to help people, having words of wisdoms and words of righteousness and being able to help people. You feel what I'm saying? And this is what it's all about, man. Straight up. Prodigy Jit, do you go against what you was told for a period of time? If so, what made the shift? Yeah, I used to always go against what I was told when it comes to certain things, but I always knew right from wrong, just like we always know. We all knew right from wrong. And what kept me grounded was God, bruh. That's what kept me grounded. So even when my friends started getting killed at the age of 14, 15, I started losing friends to gun violence. What kept me grounded and what kept me with a sense of hope and that things was going to get better was God. And the shift came. The shift came when I had my first spiritual awakening when I was 17 years old. That's when the shift really kicked in. When I had that first real encounterment with the Most High. And I had a spiritual awakening. It was like everything in the universe was alive and speaking to me at once. And ever since that day, I embraced the role of becoming who God intended and called for me to be. But I wasn't always like this. I was always intelligent. I was always smart. I was always a leader. But I was a knucklehead too. You dig what I'm saying? I was out here toting pistols and doing the stupid shit too. But that shift came when I was 17, when I had that spiritual awakening, man. My life ain't been the same since. It ain't been the same, you feel me? The way I look at the world, you know what I mean? The way, you know, I indulge in the world. It ain't been the same since. You know? But yeah, I done went against a few of the things that I was told, but I got myself back in line because I know that the elders, everything that the elders told me was for my benefit. You know, they wasn't telling me nothing wrong, and they wasn't telling me nothing that I wasn't going to experience. They was just trying to prepare me for the things that was to come. And so, you know, as time went on, I managed to take what they told me and to apply it to my life. to keep me out of trouble and to keep me alive. You feel me? And it's a blessing to still be here in the flesh, man, talking, man, real talk. Deani King, we are feeding each other. Yeah, man. This is a good conversation, man, because this do something to our psyche and our spirit. You feel what I'm talking about? When you can raise your vibration and raise your consciousness along with other people, your chakras start activating at a level of never before. Your chakras start activating. From the root chakra to the crown chakra, it start activating. You feel me? And it's something about when you gather with other people and y'all come together and y'all raise y'all vibration and y'all consciousness. It's just something that it's, you know, it's something spiritual about that, man. And it rubs off on you, even when you don't try to, you know, it just rubs off on you, man. When the energy is so good, you can just feel it in the atmosphere. You can feel it in the air, man. You can feel it in the air. You feel what I'm saying? And it's a force field that can't be broken into, man. Real talk. Let me see. Deani King, each one reach one. Each one reach one. Reach one, each one pull one into the sun. Yeah, definitely, man. It's all about each one teach one, each one reach one. You already know it. Navy SEAL 2K, my sister asks when she can have her wig back. My sister asks when she can have her wig back. Okay, we got to keep it you know, keep it on topic, y'all. Didi, that's a troll. Yeah, I see. All praises to the Most High. Let me see real quick. All praises to the Most High, Didi. Truth Risings, let's go, let's go. You know it. Prodigy Jit, that's real, 100. Truth Risings. 2 movies I highly recommend on spiritual warfare. Denzel Washington's Fallen in the movie Nefarious. Okay, I think I seen Fallen. I think I seen the one Fallen though. I seen the one Fallen when that spirit was jumping in everybody with Denzel Washington. I think I know what you're talking about. But I don't think I seen Nefarious though. That's a good one. I'm gonna have to tune into. Random channel. You know, one thing that scares me. Some people seem good at first, but then they end up showing their true colors, or they turn on you. They turn against you, and it's like they fake their own happiness around you. Yeah, people will do that. People will show their true colors. That's why you got to pay attention to people. You can't take people for who they is at first glance. Sometimes you do, but sometimes you got to watch people, because some people could be putting on the front and acting and pretending to be something that they not, just to try to get close to you, just to get close enough to you to where they get you to drop your guards, and to where they can, you know, mess you over. So you definitely got to watch people and be aware of your surroundings and pay attention. Yeah, I know which movie you talking about, Truth Risings. You talking about that movie where it's like the demon was jumping from person to person, and Denzel Washington basically was trying to investigate that, what the spirit was basically. I seen that movie. That's a good movie, man. That's a real good movie. Truth Rising. Yeah, that happened to me when I started a new job. Everyone be all nice and stuff. That's how they do. Yeah, I'm telling you, they got to lure you in. They lure you in by trying to be nice to you, by inviting you over and trying to invite you to picnics and trying to get close to you. And as soon as they get you to drop your guards down, that's when they hit you. They mess you over. They try to steal your woman, or they try to, speak bad on your name, or they try to set you up to get robbed or something. You dig what I'm saying? That's why you got to watch people close, man. You can't be out here just trusting people based on, who they tell you that they is without you investigating them, man. Real talk. You got to vet people, watch people closely. Because people do a good job acting, man. They do a good job acting and pretending. You dig what I'm saying? Okay, that's it? Okay, I think that's it. This been a good live, man. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I had to pop in one time. I've been sick lately, y'all. I've been real sick. I had pneumonia. You know, I was real sick. Glad to be back on the live. I made it in time to do another live. So God is good. I'm still, you know, kind of under the weather, still dealing with it a little bit, but it ain't how it was a couple days ago. So, you know, I'm glad that this live went well and everybody was able to tune in and, you know, give their thoughts and express themselves and uplift themselves. And this is what it's all about, man. It's all about coming together and uplifting each other and building each other up. You feel what I'm saying? Because there's too much hating going on anyway out here in this world. So we need more love, man. And this is what it's all about. You dig what I'm saying? And I want to thank y'all for tuning in, man. I want y'all to have an amazing and lovely day. God bless y'all. You dig what I'm talking about? Let's keep it going. Let's keep building. You feel what I'm saying? And let me tell y'all something real quick. This not just my channel. This y'all channel too. Y'all have much as right to this channel just as I do. All I ask is for good energy, positivity, love, and respect. You feel what I'm saying? And let's keep building, man. Let's keep it going. You dig what I'm talking about? But until next time, I love y'all. God bless y'all. We tuning out, man. You feel what I'm saying? And thank y'all for this lovely and amazing live that just really like intensify, you feel what I'm saying, my spirit today, man. And I couldn't have did it without y'all, man. And I love y'all and I need y'all and I thank y'all for everything y'all do, all the love and support. God bless y'all. Until next time, I'm tuning out, man. Peace out. You dig what I'm saying?